Let me ask you a question. If you could double your income by Christmas, how would that look? How would that feel? What would that do for you? That's what my mentor asked me. He said, what would you do and how would you feel if you could double your income, double the cash flow by Christmas? I thought it was a great question. I said, hey, I'm open. Tell me more. Because you watching this, let me ask you, what would you do? How would you feel if you had double the cash flow, double the income? What would you do and how would that feel? What kind of car would you buy? Where would you live? What kind of vacations would you take? For some of you, doubling your income means you can finally have some breathing room, that you got some of that stress off of you. For other people, doubling your income means being able to go and travel the world and do things you've never wanted to do. But your income right where it's at. In fact, I want you to think about this. Even as you're watching this and listening to me, I want you to think, how much money do you bring home every week or every month or how you're paid? How much money? Think of that number and I want you to double it. I just want you to double it. And if that's all you got from watching this video, wouldn't it be worth it? Wouldn't it be worth a few minutes of your time? If you can learn how to double your income for the rest of your life, would it be worth it? Now, I want you to take that number. We're not going to get too deep in math here, but just take that number that you just doubled, and I want you to double it one more time. What would that feel like? Wow, now you're starting to feel it, right? Yes, you with me? So when he asked me that, I remember thinking, if I could double my income, I could give so much more. I could give so much more to my family. I'd have so much more time. I could walk away from that job that I hated. And then when he showed me, what if you doubled it one more time? What would it do for you? If you want a life, if you really want a life of purpose, of passion, where you're living out the dream, what would it mean to you to finally buy back your life? What would it mean for you to get that freedom? The financial freedom, the time freedom. What would it do? And yeah, you may have heard some messages before. You've looked at other companies or other promises in the past. And you're saying, Wayne, why is this different? It's different because I'm asking you a question and connecting you with people that have done exactly this. I'm asking you a question because you've already asked yourself this. You've already thought about it, haven't you? You've already thought, what would I do with more money? What bills could I pay off? Where could I go? How would I feel? Let me ask you, have you ever had maybe a time where it was just kind of tight financially and there was that stress? But now I want you to think about a time where whether you had some extra money. Maybe it was a tax refund or maybe you got a bonus or whatever it was, but you had some extra money in your pocket. You had some money in the bank. You just felt better, yes? What if you could do that every single day? Who says that has to be a once-in-a-while occasion? But what if you could feel that way every single day and truly take care of your family and your finances? It's not about those other companies or products or a black box of opportunity. It's about a success team. It's about working with people that can make it happen, working with people with the same passion and drive and desire to fully live their life. And we want to show you something. Hang tight and watch what this is.
Okay, so what I'm going to share with you now, what we are going to share with you now is a very simple plan. It's so simple, nearly anyone can do it. It doesn't require being salesy or in some cases selling, depending on your definition of selling. It doesn't require you being that kind of personality. Introverts love this, okay? If you are somebody that likes to talk, you might go a little faster, or that might even hinder you because this is so low you don't want to overdo it. You want to be relaxed and have fun with this. But we're going to share with you this plan that doesn't take a lot of time. That's probably the best news on how to double your income by Christmas. Now, what we do is a thing called affiliate marketing. What is that? Well, you may have tried, one of these network marketing things that, or MLM things, and a lot of people do great in a typical multi-level marketing program, but you gotta kind of like pressure your friends and family. You gotta be a slick talker. It takes a lot of time with the processes that are typically taught, and you usually get not very far with it in most cases because you feel like it feels awkward with the processes that are typically used. And so we're not talking about that. Or you may have gotten your real estate license or your insurance license, or you're out there finding something to sell to make extra money to try to get a handle on your finances and hope it goes well. And sometimes it does, many times it doesn't, but you're still trading hours for dollars and your time is linear. You only have so much. So the potential is only so much if it's like to make extra income. And if you're working another career or job, right? So you may have tried something like that, and it requires you being salesman. It requires salesmanship or being salesy to a degree. And most people don't feel that natural about that. Or it takes years to get the skills up, so it feels natural and comes off natural. And most people can't do that, or do it very, very exceptionally, right? So, or maybe you invested in a brick and mortar business, and it's expensive. You're risking maybe taking a second mortgage on your home, or you're risking your financial future, your retirement. It takes a lot of time and a lot of expense. And according to the statistics out there, over 90 to 95% of brick and mortar typical businesses fail in the first 5 years. So do you really want to take that kind of risk on a traditional business? Or you can go franchising, but now you're going to invest a tremendous amount of income and a tremendous amount of time to get started. And again, most people can't do that. So what if you could take the franchising concepts, some of the network marketing or multi-level marketing concepts, some of the affiliate marketing concepts, affiliate marketing, like eBay, and Amazon, where you post something up on the site, some people buy it, you make a small commission, it's some extra money, and over time a few people actually make it their full-time income. Most people just get a little extra income. Some just fail and don't get anywhere with it much, but there's some extra income, so it's good without risk. But it's limited because, again, it's linear. It's based on your efforts. But what if you could take the best of all of these concepts and combine them without having to take a ton of time, a ton of investment, salesmanship, or ever feeling awkward with your friends or family ever again, and enjoying, having a lot of fun doing it, and there's no limitation to your income. It can be potentially unlimited. The potential is unlimited, shall I say. So what we do is called affiliate team marketing, because see, now what we do is we're affiliates, but we have a team of affiliates. We make a royalty on them, their efforts as well, and everybody gets the same deal. Nobody gets a better advantage than anyone else. We all get the same deal, so it's fair too. Okay, so it's not about who starts first, really. And then we combine that and we call it ATM, affiliate team marketing. We're going to show you how to create your own personal cash flow ATM, okay? So that you can double your income by Christmas. Well, if it's not, and listen, for some of you, it may take the following Christmas, or I don't know what month you're starting, so you may not have time to have a year or so to get it by the next Christmas. So you may have to wait till the following Christmas for some people. But either way, you're making extra income almost the whole time. That just helps take some of the pressure off. Imagine waking up Christmas morning knowing it's already paid for. Knowing you got all the gifts you want to get for all the people you love and care about, and feel really good about it, and not feel the stress of the investment during Christmas, or the debt that you just created, or wiping out that year's savings just to do Christmas because you feel like you really don't want someone to feel bad because they couldn't get a gift or something, right? You can help the neighbor's kids who are really broke or down and out, or had an accident or aren't working. You can do some things, undercover, so to speak, and really, really have a Christmas that you've always dreamed of. Or the retirement you've always dreamed about. We're an early retirement, right? Fire your boss as a potential, or keep your career and continue with this extra cash flow. So here's the plan. This is called a black box. And what that represents, we had an earlier video. If you haven't seen it, you might want to. I don't know. It's not necessary. But the black box represents a money-making idea, or a product that solves people's problems, that they beg you to take their money because they want the problem solved. I used the example before of an exterminator that specializes in bed bugs, okay? So when people get bed bugs, they freak out, right? They want somebody to come solve their problem. They might have the cleanest house in the world, and a guest, child or something brings in bed bugs, and next thing you know, there's an infestation, and they are terrified that their kids are getting bit, they're getting bit, and there's bed bugs running around. They want somebody to take their money now and solve it, as long as it's something they can afford to do, right? So that's the kind of thing. It's not exterminating, but as an example, when people have a pain point, they want it solved, and you don't have to sell to get it done if they know you have something available that works. So we have a black box. We'll reveal what's in the black box soon, but not in this video, okay? Maybe the next conversation you have with someone on our team. So we have the black box. You're going to share sample sizes, if you will, of what's in this black box with people. See, or some information we have about this system to people in a booklet form or another form. You're going to give it away as a gift, or you're going to loan it and get it back. It's up to you. So you don't have to sell. See, most people already have the skill. Almost everybody I know has the skill of giving already. It's not something you have to teach. That's why this duplicates. That's why this works in real life similarly, maybe not exactly, but similarly as it does on paper, as opposed to those other like team building things that require years of skill set that most people will never attain to duplicate. What if you had something that really does duplicate, for the most part, very closely to what it can do on paper? That's what I'm going to show you, and we're going to be conservative. So here's how it works. We find that with what's in our black box, if you share it with one person every 24 hours. In 24 hours, can you take 2 to 5 minutes and give a gift? In 2 to 5 hours. In 24 hours, can you take 2 to 5 minutes and give something away? Or loan it out? To anybody. People you meet, people you know, your best friend, your family member, people you bump into, people you work with, people you go to church with, people that you socialize with, people you bump into at the gas station or the grocery store, people on your social media. You probably have hundreds, if not thousands, right? So you got a lot of people. But the best part is, one of the things we provide in this box is the people. You don't even have to have them. We provide you a near unlimited amount at the time of this filming, a near unlimited amount of people that you can share with, and you don't have to rely on your friends or family or people you know either. So it's beautiful. We provide you a really beautiful situation. So as long as you qualify, and we have to talk to you and ask you some questions, learn a little more about you, we will provide this as well as a perk to you for being our partner, an affiliate with us. Because on our team, you don't just affiliate, you partner. You're going to have partners that are already succeeding, and we're going to do it with you, and in some cases, even for you in the beginning, until you feel comfortable with this super simple process that you already can do. You know how to loan something or give something away. So in 24 hours, can you do that once? I think you can. But I'm going to say that's too much. This is a world of distractions. People are distracted these days. They don't have time to think, let alone do in some cases. They're just distracted. Until they get focused and a little bit in a habit, it's going to be hard for them to do something every single day, even if it only takes 2 to 5 minutes. So we're going to say every other day. Can you 3 to 4 times a week, every other day, share something that takes 2 to 5 minutes, or loan it out, or give it out, a gift? I think you can, especially when you consider that a lot of people, especially, some people come over with their families from other countries looking for opportunities, and they work 15, 20 hours a day just to pay the bills, just to get ahead. And there are a lot of people that were born here that already do that because they don't want their family homeless. They just, it's not healthy on their body, it's stressful, it's not healthy on their relationships, but they do what it takes to get the family or themselves through. And if they can do that, I think we can take 2 to 5 minutes, or maybe plus a trip to the post office in some cases, every other day, to double their income by Christmas, and let it keep coming and double again potentially, and double again potentially. I think you can do it. If you can't do that, I think you probably should just, totally relaxed here. Everybody's different. If you can't do that, you probably should cut off the video, because this isn't going to work for you, and you're not who we're looking for, okay? So, but I'm going to also be honest with you and tell you this now. I think that's too much. This is a distracting world. We're going to go to twice a week. Can you do it twice a week? Twice a week, can you give something away that takes 2 to 5 minutes, or a trip to the post office? Can you do that twice a week? I think most people say absolutely. And if you answer that question yes, this is for you. You qualify to do this, and you're going to be wildly successful. Here's why. Because you don't have to do it twice a week for it to work. You only have to do it once a week. Can you do it once a week? Use the skill you already have and give something away to one person every 7 days. Takes 2 to 5 minutes in most cases, maybe sometimes less than that. Can you do that? I think you can, and I think right now you can do that. So here's how this works. You're developing an affiliate team so that you can multiply your income, and it's secure so that you're making money even when you're not attending to it. So here's what this looks like. At the end of 4 weeks to 5 weeks, depending on how many weeks are in that month, you're going to share this with one person a week, 4 to 5 people in 30 days. Out of 4 to 5 people sharing what we provide in our black box, the system we use, the process we use, the tools we use, you're going to find 2 out of the 4 or 5 that are interested. are open, are curious, want to know more, or are very interested. Yet, remember we said it's a world of distraction? It is. They forget to call you because they get distracted, but they're interested. So many cases they will call you, but we suggest you reach out to them by text or email or phone, depending on how you know them, and ask them, do you want to know more information? That's simple. And it's either yes or no. If it's no, that's fine. But if it's yes, you potentially have 2 out of 4 or 5. But we're going to be conservative. And you'll see that's a theme. We're going to cut the numbers back and back. We're going to say it's just 1. So after 30 days, you have how many people in your affiliate team? 2. That's yourself plus that other person. So what are we going to do in 30 days? The next 30 days is you're going to do the same thing you did, 1 person a week, and you're going to teach and maybe even assist your person in getting started and doing the same thing as we are going to teach and assist you. So at the end of 60 days, conservatively, you have 1 more and your person has their first person. So now you have a total of 4 people in your affiliate team. We're going to continue that simple process. Some people will share with a lot more people than that, but we're going to be low. You have 8. 4 months, you have 16. 5 months, you have 32. You're not getting rich here, okay? But you're getting a little bit of extra cash flow. And now 64. Now it starts becoming a little bit exciting. 64 people, and now you have 128 people after 7 months of doing something so simple you almost don't even do it. It's almost no change in your life at all. 8 months, you have 256 people. 9 months, you have 512 people. What are you doing? You're still only sharing 1 person a week, unless you just want to do more. 10 months, 1,024. 11 months, 2,048. And 12 months, you have 4,096 people. This is real life. This is on paper, but let's talk real life is what I mean to say. Nothing works, even something this simple, like it does on paper. So we're going to cut it in half and be conservative again. And I'm going to say, you know what? We're going to cut it in half again. And we're going to go down to, we cut it back 75%, folks. We cut it in half and cut it in half, and we're conservative the whole time. 1,024. Let's just say 1,000 people. Cut it down a little more. 1,000 people on your affiliate team, plus what you're doing at the end of, say, 1 year, as an example. What kind of income does that produce? Well, based on what's in our black box, some other situation might be different, that's a 6-figure income. Plus there's bonuses. So imagine having a 6-figure income with almost no time, very, very small investment, and a ton of help, doing something you already have the skill to do, and 0 risk at all. Where else can you take almost a very, very, very small investment and very little time and have a 6-figure income in even 10 years, let alone 1 or 2 years? Where else can you? I don't know of anywhere. I don't know of anything. And it's not relying on pushing something, being salesy, or changing your whole life upside down to do it. Will you invest a little time communicating and helping people and maybe learning? Yes, of course. All things are going to require some time, some effort. But it's minimal, folks. It's minimal. Now, we're showing you a way how you can double your income by Christmas without having to be salesy, without investing a ton of time, a ton of income. The only thing is it might not be 6 figures this year. It might be the next year. If it's even the year after that, but you're making an extra 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month, would it be worth it? When the potential is far greater than 6 figures, actually. We have people making 7 figures. They've been doing it a little longer, okay? But not promising any income amount, because every situation is different. But we're showing you something in real life that works. So now, I'm going to ask you, what else can you do? If it's not this, what is it? If it's not right now, you're going to change your life. Are you going to procrastinate till you're 80? Or are you going to just invest money, hundreds and hundreds a month, skip all the coffee, skip all the snacks, skip all the enjoyment, all the entertainment, save money, put it in a mutual fund, or some kind of investment for the next 40 years and have $1 million, but now you're 80 years old and you can't enjoy it? What's your alternative? What are you going to do? You have one life. I'm going to challenge you to get back with the person and consider, what would you do? What if it did work? And what would you do if it's not this? So with that, I'm going to turn it back to my business partner, Wayne.
So I have a question. What was it you saw or heard or even experienced emotionally when you saw this? If you're like me, like our success team, you saw something, you heard something. Maybe you can't even place your finger on it. Have you ever just saw something, I need more information about this. I've got to go to the next, and I've got to get to the next level. You can't even place your finger on why, but you just know it is. Then I'm going to ask you to connect with us. I'm going to ask you to connect with us. Because you personally, watching this, listening to us, you know exactly what you want out of life and exactly how you'll feel when you find it. There's a form on this page. Fill out the form. Name, email address, and phone number. Let's connect. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if you are somebody we want to work with and we're somebody you want to work with or not. It's okay either way. Fill out the form. Let me share with you. Let us share with you what's in this black box. Let us share with you how this can change your life. What if? So imagine just for a moment. Imagine what if this could pay for your next Christmas? What if this could let you take that vacation where you want to go? Anywhere you want to go. What if this paid off all your credit card bills? Or maybe if this was able to pay for your mortgage or get you that car that you've been wanting? What if this could pay for your children's education? You have a reason. What is your reason? In fact, I'm going to ask you, even now, even as you're watching this, think about your reason. What's most important to you about becoming financially free? What's most important to you about doubling your income in the next 12 months? What's most important to you? That reason, and that reason alone, is the only reason you need to contact us. And if there is no reason, if you can't think of that reason right now, then you can try to stop the video. But I believe you're going to fill out the form below, and we're going to talk. Let's just see. Let's just have an adult conversation. Give you another option in life. We look forward to hearing from you.